Is it necessary? No. Can I even drive the car yet? No. Is it gonna look badass? Yeah. What's up guys? Today I am going to be going through and doing some maintenance on Mia the Light Fury, aka my baby blue GT-S. I'm going to take off this valve cover and replace some of the hoses and spark plug wires and all those fun things. And I've also got a little bit of a surprise for you, something that I had done just for fun. So let's get started. So these are some of the parts I'm taking in. This is my battery hold down. This is my amplifier bracket. It's just rusty and gross. The windshield wiper blades, rear and the two fronts. So they're just tired and they need updating. Taking those in. Also the valve cover. I needed to redo the seal because it's totally soaked in oil. So I figured I might as well powder coat it. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, it's been a little over a week and I just went and picked up the valve cover and the parts that I took in and I'm so stoked. They look so good. The only concern I have is this. So these, of course, are where the spark plug seals go, the tube seals, and I kind of wish that I had mentioned that these probably shouldn't be painted. So we're gonna try it and see, and if not, I'm probably gonna have to sand very lightly this powder coat away so that they'll seal properly. Otherwise, it turned out great. I will show you in the sun how they look. Can see it? This is my battery hold down. It was all starting to rust and now it's so pretty. Love it. And of course, the not so exciting parts, but also needed done. Of course, these had some pitting from rust, so they did what they could with them. And yeah, some nice black wiper blade arms. So one of the things I'm noticing right off the bat is that there's a lot of glitter inside of the valve cover. So before I put this back on, I am actually cleaning all the gasket surfaces with just a really gentle Scotch-Brite. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray this out with parts cleaner and then let it dry and then blow it out with the compressor just to be 100% sure that there's no like foreign anything hiding in here. Last thing I want to do is have a chunk of dirt sitting on top of my cams. So I'm just gonna finish cleaning up these edges and finish getting it clean. Alright, so we've got all these new pretty parts and I'm gonna start installing the valve cover back on. So first things first, I need to clean all this grime up from the sealing surface. So these have like these little corner pieces, so I need to clean those up and then we can get ready to put the new gasket on. Gonna take a little parts cleaner, spray it on the rag. And then I'm just gonna try to be really careful not to pull dirt into there. I just want it to come towards me. Alrighty, the surfaces are all clean, so here is the next step that you want to do. And I know that there's probably different ways to do this. This is how I was taught to do it, and this is what it looks like the person before me also did. So I use this ultra black gasket maker. It is oil resistant. You can get it from pretty much any parts store. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just a tiny amount into the corner here, on the other side back here, in that corner, and on the other corner. The reason for that is pretty obvious, but when you've got those really hard, almost 90-degree corners, it's really difficult for that gasket to seal all the way down. So that just gives it a tiny bit more sealing surface. And especially on these 5SFEs, they kind of like lay back a little bit. So all of the oil tends to leak out of the backside. So you'll notice like all of this back here is just covered in oil. So that's a common place for these to start leaking, and that is a great way to keep them from leaking, or at least give them a lot more longevity, is by using the Permatex. Well, my GoPro died, so you guys will have to bear with me for a little bit with my crappy sound while it charges. I'm gonna go ahead and put the gasket maker in those 4 corners and get the valve cover seated on. Gasket seated. Sounds like I said casket. Valve gasket. Just really want you guys to see this and appreciate it because it's so pretty. I'm doing is I just put the new spark plug tube seals in, and that's pretty self-explanatory. They just lay right on top there. And then I need to take these little guys and put them back over the top, and I'm just gonna hand tighten everything right now to give that sealant a chance to set up a little bit. And then I'm gonna start putting hoses and everything back on, and she'll be ready to go get her transmission work done. All right, just going to put this little baby on very gently. Give each of these a little twist. I don't want to suck it down completely yet. I just want it to have a tiny bit of pressure, is all. I gotta show you guys this. So when I pulled this old PCV valve out, you can see it's still got a little bit of the old grommet on there. This thing was hard as a rock. I thought I was breaking the actual valve getting it out, but it was just this grommet. And that's another reason why there was oil all over. But I've got a new grommet here. Fresh from Toyota. Just gonna pop that bad boy in there. Boom. And then I have a new valve. And then this guy should just pop in there. This guy back on. Okay, that's on. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. All right, so just need to get those tightened down. Gonna wait, let it set up a little bit. New spark plug wires are ready to go in once those are all buttoned down. Got a couple of things that I need to put back on over here, and then I think we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick these on, even though I haven't finished torquing down, simply because I want to make sure that the holes are covered, and so I might as well take off these old ones and just stick the new ones in. So bing, 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 bing. Do you guys hear the creature outside? It's the sound the gate makes every time it opens and closes. So I got the GoPro, guys, but you know what I haven't got yet is like a mount for it. Here we go. You're free. You are free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shortest doodad. Shortest doodad goes down. Excuse me, you're in my way. Yeah, you're in my way. Tuck, tuck. And then this one goes from here to here. Okay. Bingus. Bingus. I need more leverage because I'm not very strong when I can only use a couple fingers. Yeah, the car's gone, and I didn't record it because I was helping get it loaded up on the trailer. So right now, you saw me just refreshing a bunch of stuff that needed refreshed. The reason why is that I wanted to do a little bit of something while I was waiting for the big work to happen, which I just got a phone call about, and the clutch and the flywheel and all that was in good working condition and had been recently replaced, but the throwout bearing was bad, which is exactly what I suspected it was. And that is a tip for those of you with Celicas. Always use an OEM replacement throwout bearing. So they are still available from Toyota, and that's exactly what you need to replace your throwout bearing with. Do not use the ones that are included in the clutch kits, especially the Exetti throwout bearing, and they are literally known for failing. Everything else that they have is great, but for some reason their throwout bearings just do not hold up. So that's my pro tip for you today. And that also means that hopefully the next vlog is going to be of me driving the blue car around and figuring out what else is wrong with it. So stay tuned. I'll see you next time on Katie's Garage. Bye guys. Say hi to Keiki. She's got the whole shop to herself now. And actually, little update. I went ahead and bled the whole clutch system and it shifts way better now. I don't have to like lift my foot almost completely off the clutch for it to engage. So it did have air in the lines, and I got some new fluid in there, and it's running great. So the next thing I need to do before I can really run this as much as I want is to find the oil leaks. There is something leaking on the left-hand side right now that's going onto the exhaust. It smells horrible, and you can kind of see some of the patterns that it's leaving here. So I need to do that so she doesn't catch on fire. All right, bye.